Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World on Saturday, September 26, 2020. What is it? Well, the coronavirus is still with us, not going anywhere. As of earlier this evening, we had 7,105,970 confirmed cases in the United States, and we have 205,457 people who have passed away from this virus, all due to mismanagement, negligence from Trump and his administration. We need to now put in a national lockdown to save our people. And we need to provide personal protective equipment for everyone, and have the federal government use their power to authorize the manufacturing of good personal protective equipment like masks, face shields, gowns, shoe coverings, and other items like respirators and ventilators to be distributed equitably to all the people of the country, the healthcare workers, the first responders, the essential workers, the farm workers, the agricultural workers, those living in detention centers, jails, and prisons, those who do not have homes, who live on the streets or in shelters, and those living in retirement homes, nursing homes, assisted living homes, and veterans homes. Basically all of us. We need all that. So, you wear a mask whenever you go out in public, and you want to go out in public when you need to, like to go to the drugstore, to go to the doctor, to go to the grocery store, and practice social distancing. Originally it was thought that the virus couldn't spread more than 6 feet, so keep 6 feet distance between you and someone else. And that's now been revised. Apparently, the virus does spread in the air, and it can spread much further than 6 feet. So, you have to heed the guidance. The CDC has been offering guidance, which has been changed periodically because it doesn't agree with Trump's political agenda. The FDA has said they will work on getting a virus and getting one approved that's safe. But that too has changed because of Trump's political agenda. And the National Institutes for Health, they too have been offering guidance which has changed in accordance with Trump's political plan. So we need a non-political leader to help us. The governors, and many governors in red states as well, have done a really good job of trying to take care of their people, getting them personal protective equipment, tests. That's another thing. They're in short supply. We have to get them. And anyone who tests positive, trace their contacts, isolate them, quarantine them, get them well. Any of their contacts trace positive, isolate that person, quarantine that person, get them well and trace their contacts, and so on and so forth. That really needs to be done. Now, we've been talking a lot about this virus, and it is dangerous, and it's deadly, and has also basically caused the country to shut down, basically the world to shut down. So a lot of businesses have closed, temporarily, some permanently, and we can't reopen until we get this virus controlled and vanquished. And then we can go back to something resembling a more normality. Now, schools, they cannot reopen until it's safe to do so, and that means making sure the teachers, the staff, and the students are all safe. In the meantime, everybody has to learn virtually, and we have to get technology to each student, access to high-speed internet, and a good computer that they can use, or device of some kind. So that's what we really need to do. And businesses should not be allowed to reopen if they cannot do so safely. There are certain types of businesses, like the meatpacking industry, where workers grow work very closely together. There's very little social distancing, and they have resisted having to protect their workers, and they have to. They have to start protecting their workers. No one should be forced to go back to work in a place where they can get sick or die because of negligence from their employer. Also, various industries have asked Congress to pass legislation that makes them immune to any lawsuits from employees who may get the virus or die from the virus as a member of their employee of their company. I hope that never ever becomes law. That is really sick. So, and there's certain industries that aren't really needed. They're not essential. The meatpacking industry is not needed. They go out and they kill animals, and then they make them into food for people. Well, there's plenty of things to eat. You don't have to eat another creature. You don't have to eat an animal or a bird or a fish. You can eat grains and pasta, fruits and vegetables, dairy substitutes like using soy or almond or coconut. There's lots of ways to go. Grains, bread, cereals, fruits and vegetables, all kinds of things you can eat and be very healthy, healthier than by eating meat and fish and bird. That's what I would recommend. Now, we have still have protests around the country because of the murder of George Floyd in Minnesota by a white police officer, and that has raised that issue of police brutality and need for criminal justice reform, and hopefully something good will come about that. Now, we have right-wing groups that are, when they hear of like a protest for racial justice, Black Lives Matter, they get people together and they go out and protest against those protesters. We have people who still refuse to wear a mask, who refuse to abide by a shutdown in their area, who will do everything they can to make things dangerous for everyone. Don't understand that, but they're doing that. I think those people should be arrested. We need a national mandate for a lockdown and for wearing a mask, however long it takes. The whole world needs that, and it's not happening. More people are going to die, more people are going to get sick. So we really have to change that scenario. Another issue is the election coming up, and Trump and his people are trying to destroy the post office. They're trying to cast doubt in people's minds about the safety of mailing their ballot in this election, and he's saying to some people in some states, oh, it's okay to do a mail-in ballot, and other states say, no, you can't do a mail-in ballot. And he's also put out rumors in the past about, well, the drop boxes by polling locations are not safe, they're not sanitary, and he's going to create an army of poll watchers, and also an army that's going to watch the count of the ballots in all in all districts. That would be very dangerous. He even has his son creating some kind of video. I'm not sure it's posted, but it was on the news. I hope Facebook isn't supporting these efforts. And this video is saying, come join, if you're an able-bodied man or woman, come join us and we will make sure that Trump wins. We're going to challenge an election that goes against my father. We're going to challenge voters, find out who they're voting for. So anyway, that's all very dangerous. And hopefully we'll have enough people in each state, officials standing up to protect the election, protect the ballots, and arrest anyone from the Trump campaign who tries to disrupt the election. That's what I hope will happen. And post office is really very important. Everything is important. Okay. Now, that's enough business for right now. How about a little song? I'd like to sing a song that I haven't sung in a while called The Water is Wide. It's an old song. I don't know who wrote it. Hope you like it. Oh, the water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. But give me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. I leaned my back up against an oak. I thought it was a trusty tree, but first it bended and then it broke, as did my false Lord to me. Oh, love is sweet and love is fair, fair as the dew when first it is new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like the morning dew. Okay, that's The Water's Wide. Hope you like it. Thank you for listening. Remember, there's an election coming up. Make sure you're registered to vote. Make sure you get a mail-in ballot if your state allows mail-in vote ballots. And make sure that you learn about the candidates and issues on your ballot so you can make an informed decision. And also keep in touch with your people who represent you, your legislators at the local, state, and federal level, and tell them what your thoughts are. If they don't hear from you, they don't know. If you have something to complain about a law or whatever, tell them, or regulation, tell them. Otherwise, they do not know. All right. Now, I want you to take care of yourself and each other, and wear that mask, practice social distancing, only go out when you have to, and support those who are trying to help us. The essential workers, the healthcare workers, the first responders, lots of people out there, farm workers, the healthcare workers. And thank you for joining us on Saturday, September 26, 2020, for meeting with Carol Ann Speaks, the State of Her World. Hope to be back again tomorrow evening. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Good night.